Have you ever felt as though life is pushing you into a whirlwind of emotions and challenges? In today's world, rife with stress and upheaval, we often confront demanding jobs, complicated relationships, and uncertainties about the future. These pressures can leave us feeling drained and disoriented. Yet amid this chaos, Stoic philosophy offers a beacon of clarity, offering peace and inner strength. Stoic principles are not just abstract ideas, but practical tools that guide us toward a fulfilling life. They teach us to manage our emotions, face hardships, and tackle life's obstacles. By incorporating Stoic principles into our everyday lives, we can attain inner tranquility and resilience against adversity. Let's delve into the 10 core principles of Stoic philosophy that can help us become steadfast, strong, and unshakable. Join me on this journey to understand and apply these invaluable lessons to lead a life full of peace, meaning, and freedom. As usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video until the end if you're truly committed to staying calm in any situation and developing yourself. Leave a comment saying, "I accept the challenge," or simply accept the challenge to cultivate perseverance. Now let's start with the first principle of today's discussion. Number 1. Steadfast goals. Have you ever thought about what keeps a ship steady on the open sea? It's the compass. Similarly, a clear purpose in life acts as our compass. In Stoic philosophy, having a determined and unwavering goal is crucial for overcoming life's challenges. A firm goal isn't merely a destination, but a powerful motivator. Imagine someone without a clear aim. They are easily swayed by temptations and lose their way. Conversely, a person with a well-defined goal can channel their energy, effort, and patience effectively. This principle resonates beyond Stoicism and is also reflected in biblical teachings. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. This verse encourages us to prioritize spiritual and moral objectives, from which everything else will follow. An example of steadfastness is Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, who, despite facing wars, diseases, and political conspiracies, remained committed to living by Stoic values and striving to be a just and compassionate leader. Consider your greatest goal in life. Have you set specific plans to achieve it? Make it a habit to reflect on and adjust your goals regularly. Keeping them at the forefront of your mind helps maintain motivation and leads to a life filled with purpose and passion. A steadfast goal not only provides direction and stability, but also strengthens our resolve to overcome challenges. Like a lighthouse guiding ships through turbulent waters, a clear goal ensures you stay on course no matter how fierce the storms may be. Number 2. Protecting your mind. Have you ever stopped to think about the importance of guarding your mind? The mind is the center of our emotions, thoughts, and actions. In Stoic philosophy, safeguarding the mind is crucial for maintaining tranquility and resilience. Think of the mind as a garden. If it isn't tended to carefully, it can become overrun with weeds like anxiety, fear, and negativity, overshadowing the flowers of peace and happiness. To protect the mind means to manage our thoughts and emotions, ensuring that external influences do not disturb our mental well-being. Picture the mind as a garden. Without proper care and protection, weeds can overrun and crowd out the beautiful flowers. Similarly, if we aren't vigilant, negative thoughts can infiltrate and cloud the clarity and peace within us. Consider how you can shield your mind daily. Simple habits like meditation, reading philosophy, or taking quiet time for reflection can be effective. For example, when facing criticism, rather than letting harsh words affect you, remind yourself that your worth is not based on others' opinions. Tell yourself, "I control my mind. I choose how to respond." This practice helps keep your mind clear and unaffected by external disturbances. By protecting our minds, we not only preserve inner peace, but also create a mental space filled with positive and meaningful elements. Start today by caring for and safeguarding your mind to live a fulfilling and purposeful life. This approach strengthens and fortifies the mind against life's challenges. Now let's move on to the third principle of our journey to discovering and honing our best qualities. But first, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt hurt or disheartened by criticism? This question leads us to our next topic, handling criticism. Number 3. Handling criticism. The renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are disturbed not by things themselves, but by the views they take of them." Criticism only affects us if we allow it to. Ask yourself if the criticism is valid. If it is, use it as an opportunity for growth. If it isn't, let it go and continue on your path with confidence. Consider the example of Jesus, who, despite facing intense criticism, opposition, and even crucifixion, remained steadfast in his faith and love for humanity. He taught us about tolerance and forgiveness, showing that criticism should not shake our resolve. Jesus said, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you," illustrating how to turn criticism into motivation for kindness and service. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her success, she faced numerous rejections and criticisms from publishers. Instead of being discouraged, Rowling persevered, refining her work. Her determination eventually led to her tremendous success, making her one of the world's most cherished authors. Ask yourself if J.K. Rowling had let the early criticisms defeat her, would we have the magical world of Harry Potter today? When faced with criticism, determine whether the critic is offering constructive feedback or simply expressing anger. If the criticism is helpful, be grateful and learn from it. If it's meant to harm, remember that your worth is not defined by others' words. By applying this Stoic principle, we not only protect ourselves from harm, but also pave the way for personal growth and increased resilience. Join the conversation in the comments. Will you let criticism undermine you, or will you use it to grow stronger? We look forward to hearing your experiences. Number 4. Transforming offense. Everyone encounters harsh words or unjust actions at some point. Stoic philosophy offers a powerful approach, transforming insults into opportunities for patience and tolerance. Imagine being unjustly criticized by a colleague. Instead of reacting with anger, use it as a chance to practice patience and compassion. Reflect on how you can use these moments to improve yourself. Transforming insults not only helps maintain inner peace, but also fosters strength and forgiveness. Jesus faced extreme insults and injustices, but maintained his tolerance and love. On the cross, he prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," exemplifying boundless forgiveness and demonstrating how to turn insults into opportunities for kindness. When insulted, ask yourself why these words should impact your mood or self-worth. Insults only have power if we allow them to. Maintain positive and steadfast thoughts, and no insult can truly harm you. Before reacting, pause and consider if the insult is worth your energy. By practicing calmness and self-control, we embody virtues highly valued in Stoic philosophy. Transforming insults into lessons in tolerance and patience not only preserves our inner peace, but also positively influences those around us. Just as Jesus taught us forgiveness, let insults inspire you to live with greater kindness and integrity. Remember, our true value is determined by how we choose to respond and grow from these experiences. Share your stories in the comments. How have you transformed insults into lessons or opportunities for growth? We're eager to hear your insights. Number 5. Overcoming fear and shame. Fear and shame often arise from our excessive concern with how others view and judge us. However, we can find true freedom when we realize that our worth is not dependent on others' opinions, but on our own inherent qualities and actions. Ask yourself, what would my life be like if I didn't let fear and shame control me? A powerful example is Jesus Christ, who faced intense fear and shame during his condemnation and suffering. Despite these emotions, he did not let them defeat him. Instead, he showed love and forgiveness through endurance and patience. From this story, we learn that courage and self-confidence are not about being free from fear, but about facing and overcoming it. Consider a practical scenario. Imagine you're a student preparing to give a presentation. You might be overwhelmed by anxiety, fear, and shame, which could distract you from focusing on your content. Applying Stoic principles helps us understand that these emotions are just responses to new situations. Overcoming fear and shame can bring relief and clarity, similar to how a storm clears to reveal a bright sky. When confronting fear and shame, remember these feelings are temporary and do not define your true value. How have you managed to overcome fear or shame? How did it feel after you faced and conquered these challenges? Share your experiences so we can all learn and grow together. Your presence here encourages us to share the true values of Stoic philosophy with more people. If you're ready for the next lessons, like and share this video with friends and loved ones, or leave a comment saying, "I cherish my life." Number 6. Anticipating obstacles. Obstacles are a natural part of everyone's journey. Stoic philosophy teaches that wisdom involves anticipating challenges and preparing to face them. By predicting potential difficulties and being prepared, we can maintain our composure and resilience, ensuring that obstacles do not unsettle us. Jesus is a prime example of anticipating and confronting challenges. Before his final journey, he knew he would face pain and betrayal, yet he proceeded with courage and faith. At the Last Supper, he said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." His teachings remind us that faith and determination can help us overcome any obstacle. A real-life example is Elon Musk, founder of SpaceX and Tesla. When starting SpaceX, Musk anticipated significant hurdles in developing rocket technology. Instead of being discouraged, he prepared extensively, tested rigorously, and made continuous improvements. His efforts led SpaceX to achieve major milestones in space exploration. Similarly, anticipating obstacles helps us avoid being caught off guard or panicked when difficulties arise. For instance, preparing for a tough exam involves knowing there will be challenging questions and moments of anxiety. However, thorough preparation leads to greater confidence when facing the test. Life works the same way. Anticipating challenges helps us be ready and resilient when they come. What have you prepared for upcoming difficulties? How will you tackle them? By anticipating and mentally preparing for challenges, you can face them with strength and determination. Applying this Stoic principle allows us to turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Number 7. Inner strength and response. Have you ever wondered how to maintain your composure and calmness during life's trials? Stoic philosophy teaches that inner strength is crucial for dealing with challenges. This strength comes from nurturing the soul and believing in our self-control. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, reminded us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions. Inner strength enables us to remain steadfast in adversity, keeping our clarity and making wise decisions. Consider Jesus, who displayed remarkable inner strength during his greatest trials. In the Garden of Gethsemane, facing imminent arrest, he prayed with deep anguish, but maintained his faith and calmness, saying, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." This illustrates inner strength and the ability to cope with adversity. Another example is Viktor Frankl, an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist who survived Nazi concentration camps. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl writes about the power of purpose and meaning in enduring extreme hardship. He stated, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." Frankl's inner strength helped him not only survive, but thrive through severe challenges. Start practicing Stoic principles daily. When faced with difficulties, pause and ask yourself if your reaction is helping you focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot change. Inner strength is a journey of self-awareness and growth. Begin today with small steps to build resilience and calmness. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Number 8. Restraining actions. Have you ever looked back and regretted acting impulsively out of anger or stress? Stoic philosophy highlights the significance of controlling our actions, helping us maintain composure and clarity in all situations. Self-control is not just a sign of wisdom, but also essential for living a balanced and respectable life. When we let emotions dictate our actions, we often make poor decisions that lead to negative outcomes. Conversely, by pausing to think before we act, we can avoid mistakes and foster more positive results. A contemporary example of this principle is Mahatma Gandhi, who led India's struggle for independence through nonviolent resistance. Rather than resorting to violence against oppression, Gandhi practiced patience and restraint, encouraging his followers to do the same. He famously said, "Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind." Gandhi's ability to restrain his actions and persist with nonviolence played a crucial role in India's independence and made him a global symbol of peace. Restraining actions involves more than just controlling our behavior. It also means listening and understanding before reacting. This approach helps us build stronger relationships and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Share your experiences in the comments. How have you managed to restrain your actions during stressful times? How can you improve your control over your emotions to make wiser decisions? The power of acceptance. Acceptance is not about giving up, but about facing reality with a steadfast heart. Imagine a mother who has lost her child. Though the pain is immense, instead of succumbing to sorrow, she accepts the reality and turns her grief into a drive to help other children. Acceptance helps her find new meaning and purpose in life. A modern example of acceptance is Nick Vujicic, who was born without arms and legs. Rather than letting his condition define him negatively, Nick accepted his situation and used it as motivation to inspire millions worldwide. He famously said, "If you can't get a miracle, become one." Nick's acceptance has enabled him to live a meaningful life and spread hope to others. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's struggles? How can you learn to accept things you cannot change and find peace? Reflect on past difficulties, such as losing a loved one or experiencing a major career setback. Instead of letting these experiences weigh you down, ask yourself what lessons they can teach you and how you can emerge stronger. Acceptance not only alleviates anxiety, but also opens the door to a more meaningful existence. By accepting what we cannot control, we gain freedom and strength. Living according to nature. Living in harmony with nature involves understanding and accepting the natural flow of life. This means recognizing our true nature and aligning our goals with it. Think of a river that flows effortlessly toward the ocean, always following its natural course without resistance. Similarly, we should learn to accept and adapt to the way things unfold rather than struggling against them. Jesus provides an exemplary model of living in harmony with nature. He led a simple life of love and service, in tune with natural and spiritual laws. He said, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them." This reminds us that by living true to our nature and trusting in divine provision, we will always be cared for. Consider Henry David Thoreau, an American writer and philosopher who spent 2 years at Walden Pond to explore life and nature. Thoreau learned to live simply and self-sufficiently, in harmony with nature. He wrote, "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I couldn't learn what it had to teach." Thoreau's time in nature brought him freedom and deep insights into life. Have you ever felt you were fighting against what you can't change? How can you live in greater harmony with nature and find true peace? Reflect on times when you felt lost or dissatisfied. These feelings often arise from trying to control the uncontrollable. Happiness and freedom come from understanding and accepting that some things are beyond our control. Embrace this truth, and you will find peace and true freedom. Conclusion. Life is full of challenges and changes, but by understanding and practicing Stoic principles, we can achieve peace and resilience in the face of adversity. The 10 Stoic principles are not mere philosophies, but practical lessons for mastering ourselves and overcoming difficulties. Start applying these principles in your daily life and witness the transformative changes. By facing difficulties without being overwhelmed, you will discover true peace and happiness. Are you ready to live with the spirit of Stoicism? Approach life with courage and determination to uncover your true strength. Life is like a canvas, and you are the artist. Create the life you envision, resilient and shining, regardless of the storms you encounter. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment with your thoughts, and share it with friends and family to spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with more videos on Stoic living and self-development.